Engine checks. This is a typical modest marine diesel engine. There are a few checks that, if made on a daily basis and when the engine is cold, will save you an awful lot of grief. They'll give you early warning of problems that may be developing, allowing maintenance to be carried out before it becomes disaster recovery. These checks only take a few minutes, so they will not eat into your enjoyment of the day. First of all, when you open the cover, take a good look at the engine. See if you can spot anything different. Is there any oil or water in the engine bilge? Remember, this is a separate from the main bilge to avoid pollution. Do any of the hoses look worn? Is there excessive dust in the bilge? All of these are signs of developing faults. As you can see, we have no visible problems with this engine today. Second, check the fluid levels. First, the level of coolant, and don't be deceived by the apparent level in the bottle. It can be a stain line, so always give the bottle a little shake to make sure that the line moves. If it does, that's the true level. This one appears to be fine. Next, we need to check the oil level. Take out the dipstick. Here it is on the left side of the front. Take it out, wipe it, and then push it back in as far as it will go and pull it out again. The first level shown is quite often a false reading, so we always dip twice. As you can see, the oil level is between the marks on the dipstick, so we have nothing to do here. You may have noticed the oil is a little dark, so we may be coming up for another service. Then check all the visible drive belts are correctly tensioned. Twist the longest run. If it twists just through 90 degrees, that's fine. If it goes more, it's too loose, and if it twists less than 90 degrees, it's too tight. That one's fine. Finally, check the seawater filter for blockage. Some have a clear top, so a visual inspection is quite enough. Others have a solid cap, so we'll need to unscrew the cap to see inside. Before you do that, you need to close the seacock, or all the seawater will siphon out of the system and flood the boat. Once the cap is unscrewed, lift out the filter, clean it if necessary, and then replace it. You may need to top up the filter with fresh water before screwing the cap back on to avoid airlocks. Screwing the cap back on needs to be done carefully to avoid cross-threading. Always remember to open the seacock when you have finished. Now, start the engine and make sure cooling water comes out of the exhaust. That's the end of our checks. They didn't take long, did they? And for a more detailed explanation of the workings of the internal combustion engine, join one of our special RYA diesel engine maintenance courses.